I'm Devin. I go to St. Francis University and I study biochemistry with a pre-med concentration. So I'd been toying with the idea of either doing surgical or just medical research. And so lately I have been looking into doing an internship in Pittsburgh with hands-on in both surgical and research-based fields in biochemistry to kind of help make a decision. And so usually when I'm here at the university, I'm either in band, playing the trombone, or at night, I turn into a drag queen.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything
A lot of people think of it as just, oh, a guy dressing up as a woman. But a lot of times it's a lot more of like hyper femininity, kind of playing on what people would think a woman should be, but is completely unattainable. And it's such a wide spectrum of what you can do instead of just being a guy dressing like a girl. The response to my drag has been pretty good. It's been pretty positive. A lot of people have been enjoying it, especially seeing the growth so quickly. Just being able to do it a few times. Being a student, I don't have a lot of time to go out and do drag, and it's also kind of hard being 20. A lot of times clubs don't want you there because you're not 21. A lot of times they also don't care. And my mother, the first time I did it, she was super hesitant. She did not like the idea, but then when she saw me in drag, she was like, "You look pretty good. I like this." I first discovered drag when I was probably in high school. We went to Atlantic City and my mother and my grandmother went to a celebrity impersonators show where drag queens kind of impersonate the old-time favorite divas, Dolly Parton, Patti LaBelle, those type of almost queens of pop music and just of the music industry itself. So then I eventually was seeing Drag Race on TV and I thought that it was so cool. It was very artsy. It was very much a combination of a lot of things that I enjoyed, performing and art. So I instantly was like captivated by the idea of drag. There's definitely a stereotype when it comes to drag queens, especially like the men that are the drag queen, that they're extremely feminine, gay, and that's their whole life, when really anyone can be a drag queen. You can be straight, you can be bisexual, you can be trans, which is a very common stereotype that drag queens are just men who are really trans women. It's an art form. It's not defined by your gender. And that is a really big stereotype, that you have to be a man and dress like a woman to be doing drag. So I feel like it can really go anywhere and is going everywhere since it's now so mainstream as well. Like, to keep Devo a reflection of who Devin is. So I do see obviously a lot of Devin in Devo, and given that Devo is kind of a reflection of me, I see a lot of characteristics that I try to play up in Devo in myself in my day-to-day life. So what drag kind of means to me is it helps me be more confident. It kind of allows me to take the parts of my personality that I can't really display during the day, being professional. I'm allowed to kind of be a lot more loud and over the top and swear more, say what I want whenever I'm in drag. I can say what's on my mind. And it also allows me to kind of play up what people would assume about me, what they've heard about me. And I can kind of play up those parts and act like they want to think that I'm like this in my real life. I'm going to show them I can be like this. As a drag queen, I would kind of describe myself as either messy yet pretty, funny but still loves to perform and turn out a show. Between me and Devo Max, Devin is a lot more professional and self-contained, where Devo Max just kind of lets it all out. will say whatever's on her mind. Doesn't really matter. Everyone's first time in drag is a mess. My relationships haven't changed really since doing drag. I definitely think it still just kind of adds another level to me as a person outside of drag and gives me another little interesting quality, a little more something to discover and learn about Devin as a person. There's no rules to abide by with really anything, even if it doesn't fit the norm of what you think it should be doing. So that can be applied to anything, whether it's performing or being a professional in any field. I would love to kind of use it as a platform to kind of send a message that you don't have to be just an over-the-top personality to be a drag queen. You can have a normal life as well. You can have a professional life outside of drag. You don't have to rely on drag as being your only outlet and your only career. You can have a drag career and a regular career that drives you. Like, I have always wanted to be a doctor. I've always wanted to be in the science field, and a lot of people wouldn't think that that would match up with being an entertainer, being in the nightlife, dancing in nightclubs. But it's a pretty good separation, your day job and your night job, and you both get money and have a great time doing both. I'm Diva Max, and I'm here to make it clear.